You are taking the energy out of your presence without even realizing it. And then you're wondering why you're not further ahead. You're taking the action, you're doing all the things, but you're zapping your presence of energy. You lean so much into convincing people. You think, if I just explain this a little bit harder, if I just post a little bit more, maybe one more time, people will come in. You lean on convincing when you should be leaning on creating believers in your work, creating believers in the transformation that you provide. And then you overload your offers. You overstuff them. If I just add this video, or if I just have like a welcome process, or maybe I create a workbook, it'll have a stronger ROI. People will definitely buy it then. Many people say that sales is a transfer of energy. That is how they describe what sales is. And I would agree to a certain extent, but I would like to take that a step further. And I would actually like to say that I believe sales is a transfer of power. It's a transfer of power. And the more powerful that you are, the more that you're transferring that over into people who need it the most. So I would question you, what is the power that you hold? A really good client, the kind that you want to work with, the kind that shows up to all your calls, she's active in the chats, she takes action, she's fearless, she's responsive. That type of client is not going to say yes because your offer has all the stuff included in it. They're going to say yes because of the version of themselves that they have to become when they take that leap. They're saying yes to the version of themselves that they have to become when they invest in you. And your presence, whether it's in your content or when you show up on your masterclasses, maybe you're doing an Instagram live, your presence needs to feel like, I want whatever she's having. Whatever she's on, I need to get on it. And this is a really good audit of like how, if you were to go to your Instagram page right now, or if you were to rewatch the way that you run your trainings, what's up, Katie? Would you be able to check the box and say, my energy is contagious? They're crazy to not come into my world. Are you showing up to win? Because there's a difference in showing up and thinking to yourself, I'm going to just lead these people. I'm going to teach them the information. And versus a person who's showing up to think to themselves, I'm selling every single one of these people, and they're absolutely insane if they do not come with me because where I'm going is far. I'm going far. They should come with me. That is the presence that you should be bringing to everything that you put out there. People want to be around somebody who embodies the energy as to which they want to have. It becomes a no-brainer to them. You become a no-brainer to people. And you are the power behind the brand. It's not your colors. It's not your fonts. It's definitely not your website. That should be one of the last things that gets your attention. And I only know this because I spent years like focusing on, oh my gosh, I want my website to be beautiful. I want all these things to fall into place. That's the last thing that should get your energy and attention. The first thing that should get your energy and attention is, how are you setting the standard? How are you embodying the energy as to which your favorite client would look at you and be like, that is the one for me? And this is not a conversation around having discipline or showing discipline. There's a difference between discipline and devotion. Where are you devoted in your life? And are you documenting that? A lot of times we get into this really bad habit where we think to ourselves, I need to create content today. I need to crank out content. I'm going to batch. I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to have the best hook. If you just documented the way you were living your life, first of all, you have to be a person living your life to a high standard. That's check number one. I assume you're all doing that. Check number two is, where can you document that you live different, you move different? You are not an average human being. You are a bad bitch. And you document that. You show the world. I don't care if your morning routine starts at 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. What are you doing to set your day? How can you set the energy for the day and show that in your content? These things elevate you into authority, whereas a lot of coaches will tell you, be the authority, show your authority content, and then they don't describe what that actually looks like. They tell you to put words on a page that sounds somewhat aggressive. Your authority content is going to hit way different when you actually embody being that authority. So my question is, where are you devoted in your life right now? Where are you working hard at something? Where is something where you can show that you are not an average woman? You are not an average human. And then you become impossible to ignore. Impossible. So when you stop relying on listing the features and the benefits of all your programs, I actually have like this little challenge going on in my own business where I've stopped listing things that are included in my offers, and I'm playing around with that energy. I've never sold more in my entire career. The features, the bonuses, the inclusions, all of that does not matter when you shift to embodying an energy that is a no-brainer. Show them what life is going to look like when they work with you. Show them what the energy is going to be like when they get into your world, the shifts that are going to be made, the version of themselves that they can expect to be in the afterlife of working with you. So for example, you might be saying something in your content like, my program includes weekly calls, I have templates, there's support, you'll get a chat, you'll get a workbook, yada, 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 puke. That sounds like a lot of work to me. Instead, you'll say something like, inside my program, you are already a very strong woman. You are a powerhouse, but inside my program, inside of my world, you will become the woman who confidently speaks on her Instagram lives. You will become the woman who confidently sells every single day without feeling icky about it. You know exactly what to say. It's coming from your heart. You become the woman who moves with certainty. And your revenue is a byproduct of that. It's inevitable. We don't even focus on the money in my world. We focus on who you become from the inside out. And the quote says, or whatever, I always butcher phrases, but the phrase goes, the harder you work in your life, the more you evolve in your life, it overflows into your business. Your business is a mirror of who you are. So I want to just wrap this up, this little mini training that I felt really called to come on here and chat with you about. And I want you to leave this live questioning yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, because I know you're doing big things. You're just not documenting it as much as you should be. You're out here challenging yourself. You're out here joining the rooms. You're out here learning and implementing and trying new things. You're just not talking about it enough. So you haven't created this aura around your brand where you are unbreakable, you are unstoppable, and then it becomes a non-negotiable. People are in your world. They cannot look away. So what power are you transferring from your content, from your masterclasses, from your lives, from your emails? Heck, from your website. Go look at your website. And what belief are you instilling in your audience? What should they believe? What do you believe? Instead of telling them what they should be thinking, what do you think? Start there first. So I want you to all go document your devotion today. And I want you to remember that people are not buying your offer. They're not buying your offer. You can have the perfect offer. They're buying the future version of themselves that saying yes to you would unlock. And that's a wrap. I love you guys so much. If you are looking to join a space where you are challenged on the daily from the inside out, and the bare minimum, we are only scratching the surface when we talk about strategy. You will get all the content prompts in the world. You'll be drowning in all of the blueprints. You'll have the step-by-steps. To me, that's like the easy part. I can teach you those things like the back of my hand. Where I really enjoy challenging you, where I really enjoy coaching you is like, who are you becoming? What version of yourself has not been shown to the world yet, shown to yourself yet? So if you're looking for a space where that is the standard, it is the takeover. This is my 6-month mastermind. And if this is something that you are called to join, where you will be stretched in every fiber of your being, you can send me a DM. We can chat about if it's the right spot for you. There is an application to join. But first, I'd like to have a conversation with you in the DMs to just understand your goals, your vision, your big dream. And then from there, we can decide what your next step is. I love you so much. I adore you. You are killing it. I see you. Have a great day.